Hey guys, we are live for our midday pop-in. I'm a little bit later than I usually go. Been a little busy today. Thank you guys for coming in. Please don't forget to tap on the like button. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right, we're gonna jump on in. Thanks for coming in. Shout out to It's Only Entertainment. Let's go. Hey, everybody. All right, so Escape's band member Tamika Scott blesses a waitress, you guys, with $700 for a tip after being ignored by other employees at the restaurant. So see, it's always good for you to do your job and do it the right way and come in with a good attitude, honey, because you never know who you're going to run across. All right, so Tamika Scott was eating at, I think it was the Juicy Crab. It was like a little seafood spot, and she was getting ignored by other waitresses and everybody walking by. But this particular waitress showed her some attention and was really good in terms of waiting on her. So she blessed her with a $700 tip. I know that made her day. All right. So it said that Tamika Scott of the legendary R&B group Escape just showed what real class looks like. Says that the singer revealed that while dining out with her daughter, says that she was completely ignored by restaurant staff, except for one waitress who decided to treat her with kindness. Now, instead of being bitter about the experience, Tamika decided to pay it forward. Now, she tipped the young woman a whopping $700 to show her appreciation. Now, it says that Tamika took to Instagram with a video and picture alongside the waitress writing a heartfelt caption. Let's read it. She says, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't look for special privileges. She said, I believe that everyone should be treated fairly, no matter their color, sex, and financial status. So she says, thank you to the young lady that helped me and my daughter. She said that you never know what a person is going through. Be kind and never turn your back on anyone. So she closed with a powerful scripture from Hebrews 13:2, says that be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for therefore some may entertain angels unaware. I believe that. Yes. So shout out to her and thank you for that good word, honey. And I know the waitress was happy to get the $700. So that was a huge thing for her probably, because you just never know what kind of day she was having, honey, until that $700 got counted out. So shout out to her for that. Let's go ahead and watch it.
And I came at 9:30. I know they closed at 10, but the doors was open. So we walked in, and the waitress, it was like 5 or 6 waitresses, they saw us. And 4 of them turned their backs. One looked at her clock, and no one helped us. We stood there for like 5 minutes, no one helped us. And this young girl came over, and she was like, hey, have y'all been helped? I said, no. She said, well, I'll take you. So she came and set us down. So I saw a couple of the girls whispering, and they were looking at us. I don't know if they thought she was crazy or not. But you know what? Never judge a book by its cover. Be nice to everybody. And because that she's been nice, I'm going to bless her. And all the girls who turned their backs, and all the girls who didn't want to wait on me, and they was talking and whispering, when I get this tip, be patient, because you'll never know when you're going to be blessed. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, is this enough? That's 5. 2, 4, 6, 8, 6. 2, 4, 6, 8, 7. Yes, a small token of love. Be kind to everyone. You never know when you're going to be blessed. Always be kind to people.
Thank you guys so much. I genuinely appreciate that as well. Y'all just made my night.
Stay who you are. Don't let nobody ever trade you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. God bless you.
Aw, I love that. I love that. Yes, honey. Okay.
Juicy Crab and my daughter and I came at 9:30. I know they closed at 10.
She waited on them. Okay, when everybody else was standing back, it was almost closing time at the restaurant, and they got there. She said the restaurant closes at 10, but they got there at about 9:30, and they stood there for a long time at the door waiting for someone to seat them and to wait on them. And this one waitress who worked there, she walked up to them, and she was being very nice, and she waited on them hand and foot, and she did a great job. So Tamika Scott from Escape blessed her and counted out. Y'all saw it, $700, and gave it to her and made her night. She was very appreciative. So that's great. I love stuff like that, honey. I love it. So let's continue on, honey. She's giving us some of that tour money, okay? Oh, yeah, you know the waitresses like, damn, I should have got my ass up over there. But hey, that's how I be. That's how I be sitting back being lazy, not doing your damn job. You could have got that 700, but you sitting back being, I bet their asses wish they would have got over there then. All right, so let's get into it. Imagine, honey, imagine getting invited to somebody's house for a little datey date, honey. And you get there and get ready to go in there, honey, after you get done being nasty, because some of y'all be nasty, honey, going over to see a little man house. And when you go in the bathroom and get ready to wash up, honey, imagine seeing this. Now, this woman posted this, says, oh, hell no, says the woman goes off on her date after she discovers a roach-infested bathroom. Baby, I'd have been the hell out of there. It says that I should biatch. No, she said, I should beat your ass. Says that, why would you bring me over here, right, girl? Check all your shit out when you get outside, too. Oh, my God. Look at this, y'all. Tub nasty. Hell no. Hell no. Look like mold in there, too. Oh, he nasty. Look at that shit, y'all.
I don't know if I should beat your ass or I should beat your ass. Yes. Why would you bring me over here? So you know you got roaches and you brought me over here.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm probably for the move anyway. We've been here for like 10 years.
Hold up.
It's too many.
So he knew he had roaches. Somebody he about to move anyway because he been there for 10 years. Nigga, you should have moved 10 years ago. Damn, you been raising roaches for 10 years. Really? She about to go in there and wash up. They crawling all in the sink, all on the tub. And you got nasty mold and shit around there. Damn.
It's too fucking many. It's like fucking 1,000 of these bitches in here.
Not 1,000.
Like, it's so many. It's not even a little bit. People have roaches in their house, but this is not a little bit.
Yo. Is that Miss Netta house?
It's my little brother stuff.
What you mean your little brother stuff? What do you mean your little brother stuff?
I'm saying my little brother stuff.
Yo, look at that. Ugh. Yo. Gross. Look at the sink. Just infested, yo.
I don't know if I should beat your ass or I should beat your ass.
Baby, I'd have got out of there. What y'all think? That is nasty, right? Talking about they've been living there for 10 years and they get ready to move. Gross. All right. Clean your house, sir. Clean your house. Oh, my God. All right, so let's move along. The Combs twins, honey, Diddy daughters, done got kicked up off of a ride at a, looked like they were at the fair or somewhere, okay? Not sure what they did, child, but the people at the fair done up and kicked them off the ride. So it says the Diddy's twin daughters, Jesse and Delilah Combs, were kicked off of a roller coaster at the Orange County Fair. Sources say the conductor was very rude, honey. All right, now I said that Jesse Combs and Delilah Combs, honey, Diddy's 18-year-old twins were spotted at the Orange County Fair in Southern California on Saturday. Said they were sitting on a roller coaster waiting to take off. The worker was speaking to a group, said that the Combs twins are in matching pink sweatsuits with some friends, and it seemed that he told them to take a hike. So they must have been rude and not following the rules. So it said that the group ultimately walked away and nothing seemed to come of it, but said that they were told that this all took place because Jesse and Delilah were told to put their phones away by staff 3 times and they would not listen. Because y'all know on some of these rides, they don't even let you take your phone because if it falls, they're not going to get it. Okay, so obviously they feel like they Diddy daughters and they can go in there and do what the hell they want to do. Now, I said that sources with direct knowledge say that Diddy's daughters were not kicked out of the fair, but they were given tickets to take the ride at a later time. Says that our sources say that the conductor was being rude while asking the daughters to put their phones away. All right, so let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. Let's see what happened.
Get off! Get. No, there won't be a refund on that though. We won't refund the fast pass.
Everybody get it. There you go. So their asses got kicked off because they didn't want to put them phones away. All right. So what y'all think about that? A little light, just a little light news. Ain't nothing too pressing today. All right, moving along, honey. Wendy Williams is talking. Wendy is talking, honey. Let's get into Wendy. It's a quick little pop in, guys. I said Wendy Williams speaks on her leaked medical report. All right, and she's upset about that. Said that my attorneys are highly upset. And she is still saying she will get out of her guardianship. So let's get into this. I'm not sure who did a HIPAA violation out here and put her damn medical records out there, but they should not have done that because that is she does have a right to her privacy, okay? And I don't know who's over Wendy and doing her makeup, but Wendy didn't used to have her eyebrows like this when she was on the damn Wendy Williams show. So whoever's out here sending Wendy out here with these damn caterpillar eyebrows, I'm mad. Wendy, we still love you, but they messed you up when you came out this good time, okay? I just want you to know it.
Wendy, how are you tonight and what brings you out?
Coming out to eat. It's dinner time.
And how any reactions to the your medical report that does hold up the dementia diagnosis?
No, and my attorneys are highly upset.
They are?
Yes, my attorneys are highly upset.
Okay, good.
Diamond, yeah.
And what about the? Do you have anything you want to say to your conservator?
I want to say hi to my attorneys, Alan Diamond, all right, and Joe.
Cool.
Joe Tacopina.
Cool.
Those are my attorneys, and I will get out of guardianship.
Yeah, so do you have anything to say to your guardian? I'm going to say hi to my attorneys. She was like, fuck my guardian. She won't think about that damn guardian. She skipped right over the guardian and was like, thank you to my attorneys, okay? Joe Tapachino to be exact, okay? In terms of my guardian, no. All right, tell her to kick rocks with flip-flops. All right, so Wendy, did Wendy kind of seemed like she was a little bit out of it, just a little bit. Now, I've seen recent videos of Wendy, like when she's interviewed, that she's very sharp and she's very on it. She, you know, her mind is clear and she's speaking very precise about what she's being asked. But right here, she seems a little bit off. I don't know if it's a touch of dementia. I don't know. I don't want to think that about her because I really want to see Wendy back in the capacity she used to be in when she was on the show. Because I think a lot of people miss Wendy. I like Wendy. I ain't gonna hold you. She is messy as hell, but I like Wendy. I think a lot of people want to see her back on TV, but will she ever be? We don't know. I don't know. But I really wish that she get out of this conservatorship and get rid of this damn guardian and get everything that she wants, be able to be close to her family and all that stuff again and be able to date and whatever she desires to do. Okay. But shout out to Wendy. I like Wendy. All right, moving on. All right, so let's get into Jaguar Wright, honey, because y'all know Brian McKnight trying to serve her ass because she out here lying on him, according to Brian McKnight. But Jaguar says here, honey, she knows that people are looking for her, but she don't give a damn. So she is out here also reading down Cardi B about a song that she did where she sampled something from one of Jay-Z's songs. Y'all know Jaguar is a whole riot, okay? So it says the Jaguar Wright is not holding back and says that Cardi B, honey, needs to retire. Not retire, girl. She is just getting started. Cardi got some hits out here. We can't say the same about you, Jaguar, okay? I ain't heard a hit from you since you sang with Jay-Z. So sit down, sis, okay? Let's get into it.
Imaginary playmates talking about a love affair between two people who are pretending they don't know each other. That's the whole premise of the song. That's the whole premise of the song. Very well written. It was definitely written better than that schlop you threw all over it. What's wrong with you people? Do you think you can just write a bunch of scrabble down on paper and put it all over something amazing? And then you can just run with it? See, that's the problem with you tethers. But you should have enough niggas around you to let you know, or at least the Jigga Man should have let you know when he gave you clearance to run with somebody else's record, to acknowledge them. You know, you now I can see why you sticking up for Tyler, because you being just as ignorant to black culture as she's been.
Wow.
With this one. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Yo, stunting. They be stunting. They be playing in y'all face. Robbing, fraud, and lying. Cardi B, retire. Go back to the strip club. put that BBL to work before your knees give way, and stop stealing great black records. Like, and if you're going to use them, at least imaginary playmates talking.
She had another one she was still talking about.
Jay-Z been stealing records and stealing accolades from people so long that he forgot to tell you where he got this from. Straight swagger jacket. I really don't care who's looking for me. I'm not looking for them.
So I was telling her that I think Brian McKnight, I think they were telling her Brian McKnight looking for her. Y'all remember I told y'all Brian McKnight is trying to serve her and sue her. She been ducking out and hiding from Brian McKnight, but coincidentally now everybody been looking for her ass for a minute. Now she done popped up on live to read Cardi B's ass down, but she can't go to the door when that process server come up over there. But you got time to be on live, okay?
And they should stop looking for me. I'm a spoken for woman. Been spoken for.
Okay.
For quite a while now. It's gonna stay that way. You should at least let them sing the hook so we could have heard some talent. But you trying to copy what Jay-Z did, and it's not even good? That's wild, G. Like, the smartest thing for you to have done would have been to sample their hook and put it on there so the people could get something good, because you cracked all over that track. It was terrible. And the track really wasn't even that good. It was a poor sample. It wasn't properly calibrated. Like, whoever produced it is almost as whack as you. Like, seriously. Like, it's that bad. It's that bad out here. That Rock Nation people running around stealing people's records, not giving them credit for anything that they do, and then sitting there pump faking it. Oh yeah, the GOAT. He gave me permission to use his record. You mean to use Renee and Angela records? Jay-Z been stealing records.
Jaguar be doing the most. Like, Jaguar, for real, ain't nobody really checking for you but Brian McKnight right now, and he is looking for you. Just to let you know, if you're watching my channel, go to the door, girl, because he's been trying to serve you for out here up in line on him, and he's trying to serve you a defamation lawsuit, Jaguar. So if you see my video, please, girl, if you hear that good knock at the door, go to the door and get that paperwork, because he's trying to get you now through the newspaper. I just read it the other day. So since you were lying on him and talking about his ex-wife, Julie McKnight, he is looking for you, okay? Because ain't nobody looking for his ass either. But anyway, let's move along, honey. All right, so Tory Lanez, honey. Tory Lanez is still trying to get out of jail, but they don't let his ass know there will not be an appeal. So we got a little court date we're going to look at right quick, okay? Now it says that the prosecutor calls Tory Lanez appeal defense non-consensual. I guess that's how you say it. And says that the jail call to Megan's friend was him accepting responsibility for something very big. Okay. Now I played the jail call a while back where Tory was doing all this apologizing and stuff as related to Megan. The courts are not checking for him and they're not letting his ass out. So they said the prosecutors aren't holding back in their response to Tory Lanez's appeal. Said that they call his defense non-consensual and pointed to a recorded jail call to one of Megan Thee Stallion's friends as proof that he was accepting responsibility for something big. Let's see what they're talking about.
Hours after the shooting, appellant made a recorded call to Harris stating that he didn't even remember what they were arguing about, and he wanted to know the hospital where Pete was being treated. He blamed alcohol for the quote-unquote shit that he did. Now, the second one was later that day, appellant sent a text to Pete, to the victim, and that text was preserved. In it, appellant said Pete would probably never talk to him again, that he was sorry, and he blamed again the alcohol for the quote-unquote shit that never should have happened. And then the third and final is the verified Instagram post that I'll also get to. Now, appellant's assertion is that he really wasn't accepting blame for having shot Pete, but for causing a rift in the relationship between Pete and Harris. And that's just nonsensical. First of all, Harris told the appellant she was at the hospital waiting for Pete. So if there had been a momentary rift that night, it was over because she's now at the hospital waiting for her friend that she's known for 7 years to be released and checking on her. Second, appellant didn't apologize to Harris, but yet he anticipated that Pete would never talk to him again. He was clearly accepting responsibility for something very big, something that applied to Pete, but not to Harris. And as appellant said, he couldn't remember what they'd argued about. He wasn't accepting blame for anything he said. Finally, appellant said that he expected to receive backlash once word got out. Now, backlash for causing a rift makes no sense, but backlash for shooting someone does. The evidence in this case was compelling. Turning to a few of the issues that have been highlighted here today. I'll start first with the Instagram post. This was appellant's verified account. And a few times today, I heard opposing counsel mention Brady, but Brady was never mentioned in appellant's opening brief or the reply brief. It can't be raised for the first time at oral argument. And frankly, it has no application here because the things that were turned over were inculpatory, not exculpatory. So when it comes to the Instagram posts, they were turned over upon realizing them, and there was no, many of the case, as you'll see in the respondent's brief, many of the claims that appellant raises are forfeited by a lack of objection at trial. And one of the things Your Honor asked is, did counsel ever ask for redaction? I don't see that anywhere in the record when it came to the Instagram posts. In fact, counsel didn't even object on the discovery basis. The objection was solely based on foundation. So discovery doesn't work for appellant on appeal. And as to foundation, the question really is whether or not there is an inference that can be drawn that a statement was made by a party. If so, it falls under the party opponent exception to the hearsay rule. Hours after the shooting, appellant made a recorded call to Harris.
All right, so y'all see that? We heard the recorded call. I played that for you guys a couple lives back where he was apologized. He did apologize, and he did allude to the fact that he may have done something, and he didn't kind of say it straight out, but you can tell he was alluding to the fact that he may have done something he wasn't so proud of, okay? He was asking about Megan and how she was doing, and he kept apologizing. My thing is what you apologizing for if you didn't do anything weird. So y'all know that Tory is serving a 10-year sentence, and he has now tried to appeal it. Y'all know that he was starved, and we'll say it that way. He was starved up while he was in prison, while he had to be moved to another prison after that incident. And he was trying to use that as a way to get out of prison, but that did not work. They were like, yeah, we're going to take you to the hospital and get you patched up, and then we're going to just move you. So he's been doing everything he can to get out of jail. Like I said, just recently appealing his case to get out again. They have denied that appeal. So he is still sitting, and he's still trying to get out. So as you guys can see, they pretty much ain't checking for his ass right now. And Megan's attorneys have submitted what they have submitted in terms of this phone call that I think everybody by now have heard in terms of Tory and him almost admitting some guilt, or if he did not admit guilt. Okay, but that's it, and that's all on that topic. Did I have something else? Oh yeah, I gotta do this. I gotta talk about this. I wanted to talk about it this morning, but I was gonna be mad, so I could talk about it now. I guess I'm gonna get mad now. Shit. So for those of you that have kids in daycare, this is definitely a topic I wanted to put out there. So a Georgia daycare worker is arrested for child abuse as a toddler was left with a black eye and swollen face on the first day of daycare. All right. So it says that a Georgia daycare worker, Yvette Thurston, has been arrested after a toddler in her care was found with severe facial injuries. Now, authorities confirmed that the 54-year-old faces 3 counts of first-degree child abuse and 1 count of first-degree aggravated battery. It said that Thurston, an employee at Little Blessings Child Care in Bainbridge, Georgia, near the Florida border, was taken into custody on Monday following a disturbing report of abuse. It says that the child's father, Corey Weeks, a U.S. Marine, shared photos on Facebook showing his 1-year-old son, Clay, with a swollen face, cuts, and a black eye. Said that Weeks says that the injuries occurred on Clay's very first day at the church-run facility. Now, it says that he also revealed that the daycare initially claimed that another child had caused the harm with a plastic toy. Now, unsatisfied with the explanation, Weeks sought surveillance footage from the center. Says that the video that he said showed Thurston assaulting his son. Now, said that nothing we saw was for the faint-hearted, especially happening to such an innocent soul, according to the father. Now, it says that Clay was taken to Memorial Hospital in Manor, where doctors treated his injuries. It says that Decatur County investigators confirmed that they had reviewed the surveillance footage as part of their case. Now, the Georgia Department of Early Care and Learning, which is DeKalb, told the New York Post that Thurston has been fired and that the officials are working closely with law enforcement while the investigation continues. Let's get into it.
Worker arrested in Bainbridge, Yvette Thurston is facing felony child abuse charges for her alleged treatment of a toddler. Thurston was arrested at Little Blessings, a church child care facility, and is still wearing that Little Blessings shirt in this booking photo. The child's father shared photos of his 1-year-old son online and with us, but we want to warn you first, these images are startling. This is Clay Weeks. His father, Corey, says this happened on Clay's first day. Bainbridge Public Safety.
Okay, y'all see that?
Safety says they were called to the facility Monday just before 7 p.m. BPS has not released any details about what happened, but says officers were able to watch video surveillance of the incident. Thurston has bonded out of the Decatur.
Okay, I don't want to share no more. All right, so she has bonded out. As you guys can hear, she is charged. She is charged, thank God. So imagine taking your child to a daycare. Their very first day there, you know, they're probably going to be whiny and crying because it's a new environment. Only for them to get there and something like that happen in the care of, you know, that child, you know, in the care of the daycare worker there. So Yvette Thurston, she very much so was seen on video being aggressive and abusive towards this child. There's no telling what that child went through, Lord. I know that baby was crying. I know that baby was going through it. So prayers up for the family, because I know they got to be like, you know, pissed off and ready to snap on this lady, because y'all know how it is, honey, when somebody hurt your child, you ready to go off. So this is very, very sad to see that something like this can happen to a child in a daycare, and it's ran by a church. They're saying that this daycare is a church-run daycare. So even facilities like that, you can also experience people who can be that way towards children. So you have to definitely do backgrounds, and definitely put your kids in facilities that have cameras. Now a lot of these daycares, you can actually see your child from your phone. Like they can give you like a website that you can go to, or a link where you can log on and see your child at the daycare, like monitor them. Okay, so that you can see what's going on, because everybody that work with children should not be working with children. You have people who are not patient, especially with small children that may have behavioral issues, or maybe this is their first time in daycare, so they're going to probably be, you know, maybe aggressive towards other children. You just never know. You have to make sure that you're doing your due diligence to find out what type of place you're putting your kids in before you put them there. And I'm not blaming the parents on this, but what I am saying is this was a very unfortunate situation. This little boy should not be walking around with a black eye and scratches and bruises on his face. Okay, that's very unfortunate, and he's only a year old. So at a year, most kids, if not all, should be able to talk and tell you what happened and who did it. So this is sad. This is sad. As a mom, this shit would piss me off, and I can't even say on here what my reaction will be. But prayers up for the family. And this woman has been arrested, and I really hope that she don't see the light of day and or get out. And she definitely don't need to be working with children anymore. Okay. But the child was taken to the hospital and treated. So praise God for that. All right. I had to stop playing the child because that's too much. That's too much. But I did want to share that this morning. Let's get into, do I want to do this last topic? Let's see. Yeah, I think we're going to end it there. And I'm going to try to hit y'all again a little bit later on, okay? But that is it for this video. Thank you guys for coming back. I appreciate you all, okay? Y'all been so damn busy today. Thank you to my mods, Scorpion Miss, Sweet Essence, Rose Armstead, True TV Podcast. Thank you, KBR and Tyra. Thank you to all of my content creators. I see you Sunny Days in the building. Thank you so much. Simple Mom Family TV, Purple Unicorn, if you're here, thanks. Schoolboy, if you're here. Thank you. Astute Queen B, if you're in the building as well, thank you. You guys, please have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you guys later. All right. And if nothing else, bye.